Motor Trend magazine calls it everything the BMW faithful have been waiting for, and then some. We call it 414 horses of adrenaline. You'll call it the all-new BMW M3 Coupe. And if you're lucky, someday soon, you might even call it yours. Hi, I'm Tommy Kendall, and we're in Munich, Germany for a first look at the fourth and newest generation of a car that's become one of the most revered sports coupes in history, the M3. And we have an amazing show in store for you as Test Drive heads from the streets of Munich to the thrills of the Autobahn to one of BMW's most top secret automotive facilities. But that, my friends, is just the tip of the tailpipe, or the tip of the dual tailpipes, as the case may be. Because we've also lined up three phenomenal race car drivers, Horace Said, John Andretti, and Graham Rahal, to compete with yours truly in a fast and furious test of skill, speed, and let's face it, absolute ego on the tracks of BMW's Performance Center in South Carolina. It's an extra special 1-hour edition of Test Drive, and it's all starting right now. I am in Munich. Munich is the capital of the state of Bavaria. Very cosmopolitan city, but also very human. They like to say it's the world city with heart. And something very similar can be said about the new M3, because it is most definitely a world-class sports car with heart. Now, when you consider the engine as heart, this one has a lot of heart. The first V8 in an M3, an actual production M3. And this engine is a screamer, highest revving engine BMW has ever sold, 8,400 RPM, 414 horsepower, more powerful, but also more fuel efficient and lighter than the 6. If you ask me what the essence of the M3 is, or the M cars in general is, BMW seems to do a greater focus on weight, and weight is what translates into performance. And this car comes in 200 pounds lighter than all of its competition. It's got a carbon fiber roof, which we saw for the first time on the M6. Almost all the front end components are made of aluminum. And that's another thing. When I think of the essence of a BMW, the one thing that I like the best about BMWs is the front end feel. And that's by keeping weight off the front of the car and shooting for that magic 50-50 weight distribution. For a car to be a driver's car, it's got to have adjustment in terms of its performance. And the M3 is a driver's dream in that regard. You've got the servotronic steering with 2 different settings. The EDC, electronic damping control, 3 settings, comfort, normal, and sport. Now with DSC, the settings are on, off, and M dynamic mode. So you've got 3 different power settings. You've got normal, sport, and sport plus. If you want a more aggressive, crisper throttle response, you would go with the Sport or the Sport Plus. Well, I got a little carried away with the new M3, and now I'm late for my meeting with the head of M development. But good thing it's a bit of a time machine, so I'm going to hop on the Autobahn and dial it up. 130, 140, 150.
Coming up on this special edition of Test Drive, Tommy meets with the head of BMW M development and a look inside the M3's engine production plant in Germany.
When you come to my office, you see a cup holder, you see pencils, always saying it's all about speed. That's my slogan.
In May of 1972, BMW Motorsport was born. Under the direction of Jochen Neerpasch, BMW's competition department became its own company. Still very much within BMW, but a concentrated motorsport effort with an eye towards developing the world's finest road-going derivatives. The first road car produced by BMW Motorsport was the M1, the Italian-designed coupe that spawned the Formula One Support Pro Car Series in 1979 and 80. Formula One was next, and by 1983, BMW M-Power had propelled Nelson Piquet and Brabham to the World Championship. More road cars followed, including the M6, the M5, and of course, the iconic M3. With more than 1,500 wins and more than 50 championships, the E30 M3 is the world's most successful touring car ever. They now look to the future with sights firmly set on continuing its winning tradition with the new E92 M3. I'm with the head of M Development, Albert Bierman. Welcome, or thank you for having us, I should say.
You're welcome.
Racing is where you prove everything, and it's where the philosophy and the mentality of pushing the limits comes from with you.
When we do M cars, it's all about precision and efficiency. So low weight, high output, high power, like in a race car. And this, I think, is essential to every M car, either it's a race car or a production car. Precision, and that you have a very good interaction being the driver with the car.
When you set out to build this generation M3, how did you decide on this engine layout? Did you have horsepower and torque goals in mind?
Yeah, absolutely. Every M engine has a very wide range of performance. You have low-end torque, and you have that high revving engine that goes above 8,000 RPM. And that is a big portion of that fascination. You have such a wide range of engine speed, where the engine just performs and keeps performing. If you look at my career, we raced in 2001 in the M3 GTR in the American Le Mans series. We already raced the concept engine of the now new E92 M3 series production car. And we learned a very good lesson when the ACO people came up with this nice little air restrictors because our cars were too fast. So that gave us very good lessons at limited engine speeds, create a lot of torque at low end, and be very efficient.
The engines are amazing. 8,400 RPM for a V8 is remarkable. Is it a coincidence that after you guys have gotten involved in Formula One, that your engine technology seems to be going more cylinders, lightweight, very high output, very sophisticated?
No, it's not a coincidence at all. With our Formula One program, we stretch the envelope of technology and casting and so on so far. And the same people who do the casting of a Formula One crankcase or a Formula One cylinder head, I mean, they do the job on our M engines.
Well, this would be a perfect segue. You've arranged a tour for us to go watch these engines being put together. So we're going to go look inside the production facility, which is also very special.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
You're welcome.
All right. Now we're standing someplace where few outsiders get. This is where the engines are actually assembled for the new M3. The 4-liter V8 is a work of art. And we have the general manager of engine production, Franz Bergmeyer, to tell us a little bit about why this facility is so unique.
This facility is in case so unique because we built here with only 70 associates per shift, 75 engines of this outstanding engine. We have really turned it back so that the operator have more individual influence of the engine, of the quality, and we have only 16% automatization in this line. The rest is made handcraft by our really high motivated associates.
Now this is on Speed Channel in the United States. You have a slogan about speed. What is that here at BMW?
My slogan or our slogan in the department is it's all about speed. That means make it right first time, no waste, everything perfect.
All right, thank you. We appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
All right.
Welcome.
Well, there's more M to come as Test Drive heads back across the Atlantic for a truly unique racing challenge you won't want to miss.
It's gonna be fun today. But I'm no short joke.
He's 6 inches short?
6 inches.
Story of my life.
We've left the homeland of German engineering and arrived in the land of good old American know-how. We're in Spartanburg, South Carolina, where BMW's